Happy New Year! This is a video in a playlist. According to the Jews, today marks the year 5786. The Islamists still think it's 1447, and the Catholics think it's 2025. Either way, New Year's is celebrated as something to do with the sun. People on the flat earth probably count differently than all those people, but I'm going to read you about the sun. New year, new sun. Acts 2:20, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord. Psalms 50, the mighty God, even the Lord, hath spoken and called the earth from the rising of the sun until the going down thereof. Malachi 4:2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son, S-U-N, of righteousness arise, with healing in his wings, and shall go forth and grow up as the calves of the stall. Micah 3:6. Therefore night shall be unto you, that ye shall not have a vision, and it shall be dark unto you, and ye shall not divine, and the sun shall go down over the prophets, and the day shall be dark over them. Revelation 19:17 says, and I saw an angel standing in the sun. Psalms 113:3, from the rising of the sun until the going down of the same, the Lord's name is to be praised. Deuteronomy 11:30, the sun goes down in the land of Canaan. Judges 5:31, let them that love the Lord be as the sun, S-U-N. Job 15:15, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp passed between the sun. Ecclesiastes 1:9, what has been will be again, what has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. The sun stood still in Joshua 10:13, and the moon stayed until the people avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is this not written in the book of Yashar? So that the sun stood still in the midst of heaven, and hastened it not to go down about a whole day. Joshua 10:27, came to pass at the time of the going down of the sun that Joshua commanded, and they took them down off the trees. Oh, this is those 5 kings, I think, that they hung. And they cast them into the cave where they were hid, and laid a great stone in the cave's mouth. That was Joshua 10:27. Was it 3? Might have been 3 kings in a cave. How about Psalm 72? His name shall endure forever. His name shall be continued as long as the sun, and men shall be blessed in him. All nations shall call him blessed. Psalms 4:4, their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoices as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. How about 2 Kings 23:5? He put down idolatrous priests whom the kings of Judah ordained to burn incense in the high places in the cities of Judah and the palaces round about Jerusalem, and them also that burned incense to Baal and to the sun and to the moon and to the planets and to the host of heaven. How about 2 Kings 23:11? He took away the horses that the kings of Judah had given to the sun, S-U-N, at the entering of the house of the Lord by the chamber Nathan Melech, the chamberlain, which was in the suburbs. And he burned the chariots of the sun. with fire. Sun became black. Revelation 6:12. I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. Jeremiah 31:35. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinance of moon and the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. Revelation 21:23. The city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it, for the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof. Luke 23:44. It was the 6th hour, darkness over all the earth until the 9th hour, before the sun stopped shining. The curtain of the temple was torn in two. And New Living says the light from the sun was gone. Suddenly the curtain of the sanctuary of the temple was torn down the middle. You can see right through it. The veil torn right down the middle. Exodus 17:12. Moses' hands were heavy. They took a stone, put it up under him. He sat thereon, and Aaron and Hur, H-U-R, stayed up his hands, the one on the one side, the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. Deuteronomy 16:6. At the place which the Lord thy God shall choose to place his name in, there thou shalt sacrifice the Passover at even, at the going down of the sun, at the season that thou camest forth out of Egypt. Joshua 1:4. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, even unto the great river, the river Euphrates, and all the land of the Hittites, unto the great sea, towards the going down of the sun shall be your coast. One Kings 22:36. There was a proclamation throughout the host about the going down of the sun, saying, every man to his city, every man to his own country. Daniel 6:4. The king heard something and was displeased with himself, and set his heart on Daniel to deliver him, and he labored until the going down of the sun to deliver him. Amos 8:9. In that day declares the sovereign Lord, I will make the sun go down at noon, and darken the earth in broad daylight. Isaiah 13 says, see, the day of the Lord is coming, a cruel day, wrath, fierce anger, to make the land desolate, and to destroy the sinners within it. The stars of the heaven and the constellations will not show their light. The rising sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Rising of the sun is actually in there 9 times. We have a message from the Book of Mormon. Yeah, this is Helaman 15. Yeah, if he say to the earth, thou shalt go back, that it lengthen out the day for many hours, it's done. And thus, according to his word, the earth goeth back. And it appeared unto man that the sun standeth still. Yeah, and behold, this is so. For surely it is the earth that moveth, and not the sun. Son of Peace, S-O-N, that's in there. If the Son of Peace be there, let your peace shall rest upon it. If not, your peace will return to you again. Matthew 16 was a demand for miracles. The Pharisees and the Sadducees came to Jesus wanting to trap him. So they asked him, perform a miracle for them to show that God is approved of him. And Jesus answered, when the sun is setting, you say we are going to have fine weather because the sky is red. And early in the morning, you say it's going to rain because the sky is red and dark. You can predict the weather by looking at the sky, but you cannot interpret the signs concerning these times. How evil and godless are the people of this day. You ask me for a miracle. No, the only miracle you will be given is the miracle of Jonah. Probably the sign of Jonah and other things, which Jonah was eaten by some kind of fish. How about Ecclesiastes 1? I think some versions say vanity. This one says meaningless. The teachers of the word, son of David, meaningless, until it says to the teacher. Utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless. I might say vanity and other things. What does a man gain from all his labor at which he toils under the sun? Generations come, generations go, but the earth remains forever. The sun rises and the sun sets and hurries back to where it rises. The wind blows to the south and turns to the north. Round and round it goes, ever returning on its course. All streams flow to the sea, yet the sea is never full. To the place the streams come from, there they return again. All things are wearisome, more than one can say. The eye never has enough seeing, nor the ear its fill of hearing. What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. Luke 23, the death of Jesus was about 12 o'clock when the sun stopped shining. Darkness covered the whole country until 3 o'clock. And the curtain hanging in the temple was torn in two. And Jesus cried in a loud voice, Father, in your hands I place my spirit. He said this and he died. The army officer saw what happened. He praised God, saying, certainly he was a good man. When the people gathered there together to watch the spectacle of what happened, they all went back home, beating their breasts in sorrow. All those who knew Jesus personally, including the women who followed him from Galilee, stood at a distance to watch. Very early in the morning, the first day of the week, the women came to the sepulchre at the rising of the sun. It's Mark 16:2. Isaiah 45:6, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, there is no one else.